Welcome to the Science and Nature Trivia Challenge. Test your knowledge with 50 brain-tickling questions. Ready to play? Let's begin. Alright, question number 1. What planet is known as the Red Planet? The correct answer is Mars. Its red color comes from iron oxide or rust on its surface. Here's question 2. What gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere? Plants use carbon dioxide during photosynthesis to produce oxygen and energy. Question 3. Which part of the cell contains genetic material? The nucleus stores DNA and controls the cell's activities like a command center. Question number 4. What is the boiling point of water in Celsius? Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius under standard atmospheric pressure. Moving on to question 5. What organ pumps blood through the human body? The heart beats around 100,000 times a day to keep your blood moving. Question 6. What is the largest organ in the human body? The skin acts as a protective barrier and is the largest organ by surface area and weight. Question 7. Which planet has the most moons? Saturn has more confirmed moons than any other planet in the solar system, over 80. Here's question 8. What force keeps us grounded on Earth? Gravity is the invisible force that pulls objects toward each other, including keeping us on the ground. Question 9. Which vitamin is produced when sunlight hits your skin? Vitamin D helps maintain healthy bones and is triggered by exposure to UV rays from sunlight. Moving on to question 10. What element does O represent on the periodic table? Oxygen is essential for breathing and supports combustion. It's the third most abundant element in the universe. Question 11. What natural phenomenon is measured by the Richter scale? The Richter scale measures the magnitude of earthquakes based on seismic energy released. Question 12. Which gas is most abundant in Earth's atmosphere? About 78% of our atmosphere is made of nitrogen, with oxygen making up around 21%. Question 13. How many legs does an insect have? Insects are defined by their 3-part bodies and 6 legs. It's a defining feature. Question 14. What galaxy is Earth located in? Earth is part of the Milky Way galaxy, a barred spiral galaxy with billions of stars. Halfway to 30. Question 15. What process do plants use to make their own food? Plants use sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to make glucose, a process known as photosynthesis. Question 16. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter is a gas giant more than 1,300 times the size of Earth by volume. Question 17. What is the rarest blood type in humans? Only about 1% of the population has AB negative blood, the universal plasma donor. Question 18. Which metal is liquid at room temperature? Mercury, also known as quicksilver, is the only metal that's liquid at room temperature. Question 19. Which bird is known for mimicking human speech? Parrots can mimic speech due to their highly developed vocal cords and brains. Question 20. What do bees collect and use to make honey? Bees gather nectar from flowers, then transform it into honey back at the hive. Question 21. What is the chemical symbol for gold? O comes from the Latin word aurum, meaning shining dawn. Question 22. How many bones are in the adult human body? At birth, we have around 270 bones, but many fuse together to form 206 in adulthood. Question 23. What part of the plant conducts photosynthesis? Leaves contain chlorophyll, which captures sunlight for photosynthesis. Question 24. Which is the fastest land animal? Cheetahs can sprint at speeds over 70 miles per hour in short bursts. Question 25. What's the powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria generate ATP, the energy currency of the cell. Question 26. Which organ helps detoxify your blood? Your liver filters toxins and helps metabolize nutrients. Question 27. What's the largest mammal on Earth? The blue whale can weigh up to 200 tons and grow over 90 feet long. Question 28. What gas do humans need to breathe? Oxygen fuels our cells and is essential for survival. Question 29. Which planet is famous for its beautiful rings? Saturn's rings are made of ice, rock, and dust and stretch thousands of kilometers wide. Final question in this set, question 30. What part of the brain controls balance? The cerebellum, located at the back of your brain, helps coordinate movement and balance. Question 31. Which ocean is the largest on Earth? The Pacific Ocean covers more than 63 million square miles, larger than all land masses combined. Question 32. What is the center of an atom called? The nucleus contains protons and neutrons and is surrounded by orbiting electrons. Question 33. Which animal is famously known as the king of the jungle? Despite the nickname, lions actually live on grasslands and savannas, not jungles. Question 34. What's the hardest natural substance on Earth? Diamonds top the Mohs hardness scale with a rating of 10. Question 35. Which part of the eye controls how much light enters? The pupil dilates or contracts to regulate the amount of light hitting the retina. Question 36. What is the basic unit of life? All living organisms are made up of cells, from bacteria to blue whales. Question 37. Which scientist proposed the laws of motion? Newton's 3 laws of motion revolutionized physics and mechanics. Question 38. What percentage of the human body is water? Water makes up about 60% of an adult's body. It's essential for every system. Question 39. Which gas is essential for fire to burn? Oxygen supports combustion. No oxygen, no fire. Question 40. What is the tallest type of grass in the world? Bamboo is a type of grass that can grow over 90 feet tall in some species. Question 41. Which planet is closest to the Sun? Mercury orbits closest to the Sun and has extreme temperature changes. Question 42. What's the only rock that floats on water? Pumice is formed during volcanic eruptions and is full of air bubbles, making it float. Question 43. Which insect has the fastest wing beat? Some midges flap their wings up to 1,000 times per second faster than hummingbirds. Question 44. Which layer of Earth do we live on? The crust is the outermost solid layer of Earth where all life exists. Question 45. Which organ allows you to see? Eyes convert light into signals that the brain interprets as images. Question 46. What causes ocean tides? Tides are caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and sun on Earth's oceans. Question 47. What's the tallest mountain on Earth? Mount Everest rises 8,848 meters above sea level in the Himalayas. Question 48. What do you call animals that eat only plants? Herbivores include animals like cows, deer, and elephants that eat only plant matter. Question 49. What is the freezing point of water in Celsius? At 0 degrees Celsius, water turns into ice under normal atmospheric conditions. Final question. What's the most common element in the universe? Hydrogen makes up roughly 75% of all matter in the universe and powers stars. That's the end of the Science and Nature Trivia Challenge. Let us know in the comments how many you got right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious.